I'm Claire, and this is the story of how my stepmom married my crush. I was in 11th grade when I developed a major crush towards this guy in my school named Tony. He was so hot, but the only problem was that he had a perfect girlfriend named Katie. Ugh, I hated her so much. And she is super rich. Her mom was a lawyer, and her dad was a surgeon. Meanwhile, my mom and I lived a tough life. You see, my mom gave birth to me when she was 16. So even if she's 32, she still acts and looks like a teenager. Also, my dad left even before I was born. Right now, my mom teaches in school, and she gets paid minimum wage. So basically, I was bullied a lot in school. But one day, that all changed, because I finally decided to man up and write a love letter to Tony, but signed it off as his secret admirer. I was so anxious that day. I mean, what if he didn't feel the same way? It would be so embarrassing. But later that day, I got news. Tony dumped Katie. I couldn't believe it. I thought he actually knew it was me and thought he felt the same towards me. But I was so wrong. That day, when I got home, I saw my mom in a new red dress, and she had a full face of makeup. At first, I didn't realize it was her because she looked so young and different. I asked her where she was going, and she giggled and said, "I'm just going to a date, no big deal." I was ecstatic. I couldn't believe it. She finally got over Dad. "Congrats, Mom. So, who's the lucky guy?" I asked. "You'll meet him soon enough," she replied. But 2 weeks later, I still don't know who this infamous guy my mom is dating. And even worse, Tony hadn't talked to me until now. So I decided to take matters into my own hands. One day, when my mom was going out to one of her dates, I decided to follow her until she stopped at the side of the road. I hid behind a tree so she wouldn't spot me. About 5 minutes later, a car stopped in front of my mom, and when she opened the door of the car, I had the greatest shock of my life. Sitting in the driver's seat is Tony! I was shocked! My mom? With Tony? I wanted to shout at my mom, at Tony. I was furious. The next day, I shouted at my mom and asked her why she was dating a 16-year-old boy. She was speechless, but she said, "I'm your mom. I can do whatever I want." I was so angry at my mom, I wanted to punch her in the face. But what she said afterwards was even more shocking. She said, "It doesn't matter anyways. Tony and I have been dating even before he dumped Katie." That was the last straw. I need to get revenge. One day, I was sitting on the couch, planning out how I can get back at my mom. And then my mom came up to me with the biggest smile on her face and said that when Tony turns 18, they were getting married. It's all happening. It's 2017, and now it's close to Tony's birthday, and my mom is still keeping the promise of marrying him. I really need your advice on what to do in the comments section below. Please, write what you think in the comments. If you have the same situation, send us your story. Write or record it, as a professional voice actor will record your story. Subscribe, like, and share this video with your friends.